I did not leave registration out. I said that every activity undertaken by the Electoral Commissioner. I mentioned registration of voters, that it may give rise to conflict. Unless you have a specific question to ask about, say, maybe the mode of registration, please don't say that I left it out. I didn't leave it out. All right? I mentioned specifically registration, but we can't go into discrete entities at this time. All right? We can't. Yes. You see, the register is the most basic document that you need for the election. And if you have a faulty register, you're going to have a faulty election. So I would agree with you that the register must be done carefully. For example, must be done carefully. And everybody who is, entitled to register must be allowed to register. I suppose you are talking about the controversy over the use of, say, the Ghana card. Yeah. Then be specific. Yes. I made my views known about the requirement that you must have a national ID card before your name can go into the register. I said I totally disagree with that, because I do not make the law. You see, let me put it simply. Before the national ID card was born, I was a Ghanaian. Do you understand it? Before the national ID card was born, me, Kwadwo Afari Gyan, I was a Ghanaian. Do I cease to be a Ghanaian because I don't have a national ID card? I have already expressed my views about that. That it shouldn't be the only form or the only way of identifying a Ghanaian. But I don't make the laws. It is in the bosom of the of Parliament, our representatives. If they think that is the right thing to do, maybe there is very little that we can do about it. All right. So me personally, I don't think that the national ID card should be the only basis for identifying a Ghanaian. I don't think so. All right. What can we do about abuse of incumbency? All right. First of all, let's get a law that prohibits it specifically. It is important. All right? It is important. Is it prohibited in law? If it's not specifically prohibited in law, it's very difficult to deal with it. There are places where they say, if you are the incumbent government, you cannot do this, that. Here, don't. We don't have such. We haven't tackled the issue. We've talked about it. So maybe it is important for us to get a law that stipulates what can be done, about this. The IPAC, in my view, has served Ghana well as a non-binding consultative forum. The number of changes that have been made to our electoral system as a result of discussions at the IPAC will be unbelievable. transparent ballot box owes its origin to discussions at IPAC. And you may not know it. Government at that time was a bit reluctant. So it was Danida, the Danish, Danida was the one that gave us our first set of transparent ballot boxes. You see, it's a very good forum. Sometimes it doesn't have to be binding on you, but every commission will be inclined to take good advice. No, there was some things that we disagree with IPAC. For example, when we made the voter ID cards, all the parties collectively said, hey, now if you don't bring your voter card to the polling station, you cannot vote. We said no. All the political parties, they were arguing us. We should put it in the law. We said no. And you know the reason? The card does not create the eligibility. The card does not create eligibility. Your eligibility is created in the law, in the Constitution. The Constitution says if you're a Ghanaian and you have a certain age and so, you are entitled. It's not the card that creates the entitlement. The card makes it easy for us to identify you. So if you don't have the card and your name is in the register, then the onus for identifying yourself lies on you. All right? I've given you a card which will make it easier for me to identify you. If you lose it, you come, then you must find a way of identifying yourself to my satisfaction. That is why we said no. We cannot say that if you see that time when I did this. You know what people were saying? That I had said chiefs can come and vote and go and vote many times. What I said was that, look, we know the Omahini. What about the president of Ghana? His identity is not in doubt. The day before the election, his card is stolen by armed robbers. So the following day, he comes to the polling station and you say that, oh, Mr. President, because you don't have a card, you can't vote. The card is not what creates the entitlement. It's a means of facilitating identification. All right? Then people in the news, oh, Afari Gyan says all chiefs can vote at any place. I didn't say that. If the Otumfo, we know who he is. The Otumfo loses his card. He comes to the polling station. You know his name isn't there. You say, because you don't have a card, you can't vote. You see, we are not robots. We are not robots. So we told the parties, no, we can't do that. So it is possible to disagree for the commission to disagree with the political parties on reasonable grounds. Take the other side of the coin. If whatever IPAC says is binding on the electoral commission, where is the electoral commission's independence? The Constitution says, no, the electoral commission is not to take instructions or direction from any person or authority. Any person or authority includes the president. If the president cannot give instructions or directions to the electoral commission, why should political parties be able to give instructions and directions to the? So a consultative body is a consultative body. Think about the independence of the Electoral Commission. Madam asked about it. See, that's why we were able to say no to many entities. All right? We were able to say no to many entities. You know, I think we Ghanaians, we have the simplest definition of democracy. Keep in your lane. That is democracy. Keep in your lane. Don't come and cross my lane. That is the way. The lanes are drawn by the Constitution, by the law. If everybody were to keep in their lane, we may not have as much confusion as we have in this country.